Hi there guys, thanks for joining me today on the channel. My name is James Munro, and what you just saw was me playing a little 12-bar blues in the key of A. And the purpose of today's video is to just look at the notes that I was using for it, because I was using this magic box of notes. And this little box can be used over the 1, the 4 and the 5 chord in a 12 bar. We can use it for minor pentatonic, but we can throw in some major pentatonic notes in there. And we can even add in the blue note, the flat 5 in there as well. So very, very versatile, very handy little box of notes that can just make life a bit easier, especially if you're starting out and you're unsure about where should I be putting my hands, what position are we going to be playing in, that sort of stuff. So you can kind of use this box as to be a really good kind of jumping off point, especially for developing. So let's plug the guitar in and have a look. Okay, so we're here. We're in the key of A minor using the A minor pentatonic scale. And our little magic box is all contained in the second position of the scale. So if you're unfamiliar with what the second position is, we take our normal, standard A minor pentatonic scale, the one we all know and love, and we're playing exactly the same notes. We just start on the second note of the scale, which in this case would be the 8th fret on the E string. That note's a C. So we would start on the second note of the scale and change the position that we play the notes in the scale to accommodate for where our hand is now, so we don't have to move our hand. So the second position of the A minor pentatonic scale would be. So it's exactly the same notes, just in a slightly different place. And our magic box is within that position. So the little magic box of notes that we've got is those 5 notes there. And the notes that we've got are 9th fret on the G, 8th fret on the B, 10th fret on the B, 8th fret on the E, and 10th fret on the E. And right there, we've got the A minor pentatonic scale. Those 5 notes are that scale. So we've got that there. We don't have to worry too much about that one. Let's say the chord now changes to the D, the 4 chord. It all changes up on us. Well, we've got most of the D minor pentatonic scale at hand here. We've got a D that we can use. We can add in some little microtonal bends here and there. If you're unfamiliar with what a microtonal bend is, by the way, it's just a very, very small bend where we take a note and just bend it just out of tune. So something like that. So we're not bending up to the next note in the scale. We're not bending up there. We're just bending a tiny little bit just to bump the note out of tune, and it gives it a really nice sort of tasty bluesy sort of sound to it there. Yeah, really, really nice. So we've got our 4 chord, it's changed to a D, and we've got most of the notes in a D minor pentatonic scale knocking about here. So we've got something along those lines for it, and we've got the we've got an A there. A is in the D minor pentatonic scale. We don't have to go very far to get to F. All we've got to do is move 1 fret to get there from the 9th fret on the G string. We've got a lot of opportunities. We can even play a slightly major sounding feel to it. So perhaps we might want to play something along those lines. Just give it an extra little bit of sauce. And then the chord changes to the 5 chord. The chord changes to E. Well, we've got an E here. We've got an E there. And we've got a lot of the notes contained within the E minor pentatonic scale. We've got the flat 5, so we can play the blue note. We've got that note there. So we've got that accessible to us. Great stuff to be able to just incorporate there. And why not try, rather than just sticking in the same box, move the box to accommodate for the scale, for the chord changing. So perhaps when my chord changes to E, I might move the box either up or down to accommodate for that. So there's a lot of opportunity here for various sounds that can sort of just add an extra small dimension to your playing. especially if you're just starting out and you're trying to get to grips with when to play certain notes and when to play certain scales. What you got to remember is you've got to use your ear and listen and hear when the chord beneath you changes, so that you can change your note patterns to accommodate for that. But it's a very, very handy way of just kind of getting going and being efficient with your playing as well, because this hand really doesn't need to move very far to be able to get a lot of variety in your tone, so you can stay really, really nice and efficient with your hand movements. Oh, side note as well, I was planning on using a different guitar to this today, but disaster struck. I was planning on using this Les Paul, but sadly we had string breakage, devastating. So I'm going to restring this one because I really, really like this guitar. It sounds great. I'm going to be using it in some videos a bit further down the line. Had it for a long time as well. I might do an actual video on it. But yeah, a bit annoying. So that's the Magic Box. Use it wherever you see fit and experiment with it, mix it up a little bit, maybe change a few notes here and there, see what sounds good. The most important thing, of course, is to have fun with it. Well guys, thanks so much for joining me today on the channel. Really, really appreciate it. So I hope you found the video useful. Leave a comment, like and subscribe. Keep an eye out for further uploads, because I'll be doing lots more of these sorts of type of bite-sized lessons that you can incorporate into your playing almost immediately, as well as a whole bunch of other stuff. So keep an eye out for me, and I will see you guys again next time. Take care. Bye-bye.